I'm really excited about this one today, guys. We're playing Tall Golden Nekker. So basically what we did here is we cooked a bit. The idea for our deck is we're going to play the normal Golden Nekker with Necromancer's Tome. You know, you play that, you've got your Last Wish, you pull out the Last Wish, Necromancer's Tome, Last Wish plays a bronze, get the bronze to trigger the tome right away, get something back from your graveyard. But what I thought would be pretty fun, because I wanted to try out the buff to Penitent and Pugo Boombreaker, where Pugo gained a power, he's 12 now, and Penitent went to 6 provisions. So what I wanted to try is normally his decks run Golden Nekker, and you have to find the Golden Nekker for your combo. So they run the Musicians, they run the Roach, and they run the Nekkers, which is what I've done in the past as well. What I thought we could do is instead of thinning with Roach Nekkers, although they do good tempo, is we're going to thin with Imlerith, and we're going to thin with Pugo and the Penitent. So Penitent thins a card, and then the Imlerith also thins a card. And they thin with tempo, which is what we're going to try and do. We're going to go pretty tall. We've got them, we've got the Jotun, we've got the Ozrel. Just big boys in our deck. So we're playing a normal-ish Golden Nekker type thing with the bronzes, but in our golds here, we're going to play a bunch of really tall stuff. And we're going to try out things we normally don't do. So we're going to get the Imlerith in here, we're going to get in the Ozrel, the Goliath, Pugo, Penitent. A lot of really interesting cards here we don't usually play. For control, we have the Toad Prince, the Lord of Riptide, the Aguara, and the Regre. So a decent amount of control actually still. I am very excited to see how this works out. I know the regular Golden Nekker type stuff is really strong. We've played that in the past. I want to try this because I think this will be really fun, and I can't wait to see how these new cards, well, not new cards, but you know what I mean, cards you don't normally see played. I want to see how they work out, and let's just get into some games and hope this pans out. My guess is it'll be a little less consistent because the Roach Nekkers are very consistent, whereas Penitent, you have to draw it, and Imlerith, you have to draw it with something else, but you know what, at the end of the day, it's about having fun, and I think this will be a fun way to play some Golden Nekker. Let's just get into it. Sebasar, playing some probably traps, really common deck. Elf traps, elves, like the 4 traps. You guys know the deck I'm talking about. Scenario, Erlen buff. Erlen buff is still kind of wild to me. We do not want this. We want Golden Nekker. Would be fantastic. Locks don't do much if he's playing Heist, but we don't know he's playing Heist yet. We have to redraw here to try and find something to find Golden Nekker, really. Question is, yeah, I think we should put back one of the locks, because it shouldn't do much here. We just hope it's not Heist. So it's probably going to be Mass Traps. This is most likely Incinerating Traps, so we just tank it on this. Okay. Surprised he played that without a unit. If it was Incinerate, if this was what he was going to go for, I guess we triggered it. But really, we have a lot of things that would trigger it. So realistically, this should give him round 1. We just pass on 7. Try and get carryover. And then we just have to try and survive the elf shenanigans. I guess with the Jinn, he can just play this to start with. Gonna mess with our Sabbath. Do want to play this as well. He gets long round traps now. That's probably an automatic win for him, but it's our mistake for playing into the sticky situation. Although we have to play these guys first, so not much else, because we do this, we don't have other plays. Should just give him long round traps. Our best option here is to be all-ins round 2 and doesn't get it. Without Golden Nekker, our chance of holding an all-in is quite small. Still don't have it. Obviously this goes back in our deck. One of these has to go back. I won't put this one back because I'd rather do this one at Imlerith. Hey, there it is. What's he gonna do here? Should just... Elf scenario? Yeah, elf scenario. Got 2 choices. We can either play the non-Golden Nekker tempo stuff or do the Golden Nekker. I think what we want to do, we're going to lock this. We do want to lock this. Still hasn't pulled this Erlin out, so he's going to do that this round. He's probably going to apply a lot of tempo pressure, and then just go for round 3 with the leader charges and a Vernal CL. Erlin time. There she is. Super cheap as we expect of her. So we try and save this. Question is, can we get away without it? I think we play Toad Prince here. I just want to reduce the number of these. Getting him good targets for removal and stuff. They probably have to decree the Eamlerith.
Appearances can be deceiving.
He looks like he's all-inning us, potentially. Not sure what that is. Maybe he just doesn't have many traps left. If it's incinerating, which he hasn't shown yet, to be quite good at hitting this. That works. We still have a Toad now, which is good. The extra Toad will be useful. We just have to not play goalie at range, because if you do that, you know, we're never playing goalie at right, because we're Eamlerithing it. But if we were to misclick it, it'd be hilariously bad. So Reordain.
We shall win back. I'm so tired.
I think we give up on keeping this. I think we play this in case it's Incinerating Trap. Yeah, there it is. Just tank that. We need to extract a lot of extra value here. The Elias. Grab our Eamlerith here. That is possibly the worst draw in our deck. Matched only by Last Wish. But what are you gonna do? Got an Ozrel now, we've got a Riptide. One more turn Riptide will kill the Commando, which is nice. And if he has Serpent Trap, we just don't play this, right? Obviously. We're not going to anyway. The reason this is the worst draw in our deck is that it does 0 tempo change if we're forced to play the Necromancer or the Golden Nekker, and it's -1 card we can play without playing it. Do get a pass, which is really nice. So we're gonna drop the Aguara. And just use a leader charge for 3 points. If you didn't kill the Penitent with the Pitfall Trap, we would have gotten away without using the leader charge, but I think it's fine. We are ending up in a 5-card round with Golden Nekker, so can't complain too much about that. See, do we open with... I think we open with Ice Giant. So he's played Incinerating Trap, Crushing Trap, not Crushing Trap, Incinerating Trap, Pitfall Trap, and Sticky Situation. There's a chance he's also playing the Serpent Trap. This plays around the Serpent Trap, because it would actually just come back. Or if we do it right now, there's not really any extra value from this. I guess he'd miss the Serpent, like Serpent Trap would still get to go off, because he would just flip it on something. There's also potential setup for this. I guess he has Deception, right, as the last trap, to be fair. Well, let's just find out here if we did something smart or not. Smart or meaningless with the 2 choices here. Consume, perfect. I wasn't actually thinking of that as an option, but it is really good. Would I rather have an Ozrel for 13, or would I rather have A double siren. The second siren is worth... Each siren's worth 4 plus 4 Death Wish. So potential 16. Plus we have the Toad. Interesting. I think they're technically better. We'd have to play them ranged or they'd miss a couple of their points. So I think we'll pick the Azrael. Just because they would miss. Grab that. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of the giant toad to be able to consume one of our guides, but he does. Get Double Witch Apprentice now. Should be Deception flipping. There it is. Question is his there's 3 leader charges plus Vernaciel going to be enough for him. Oh, it's nice. It's a neophyte. So this will trigger. Toad. So last card's 100% Vernaciel, so this doesn't matter what we do here. Gonna be close. He's 25. I didn't do the math. It was close. He only had 24 or 23. I mean, GG. Close one there. Something, something. Playing some gangs, it looks like. Really problematic deck for us, because seizing our cards bricks the Necromancer's Tome later. So if he seizes, like, Witch Apprentices and stuff, which he's going to want to do, we will have some issues. We got our bronzes, which is nice. Still need Golden Nekker. We don't have Imlerith, so we need to put this back. We want to keep it for him, though. I think here... Look like the Ice Giant. Nice, we did draw it.
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
Classic Novigrad opener. This gets us just to the Witch Apprentice, which hopefully will stick. So he's trying to save up for his Flying Redania, potentially? We've played it. We've got really good setup here. Here comes the poisons. It's fine. I think we lock the Spender, because he doesn't have another one yet. He probably passes here. If not, he's gonna play a poison right and kill us. That'll help his tempo, but he'll still be quite a bit of points behind with no coin spender. He might Novigrad order just because of that. There's the coin spender. That one can die to Riptide. Now it's 50-50 though. I kind of want to play the Imlerith here. The thing is, we're up by 23, so it might be an overcommit. On the other hand, it will give Riptide armor, which has some value. Let's do it. He's going to pass now. We put a ton of points on the board. If he doesn't, that'd be kind of insane. No, he's going to go for it. Okay. Let's put 3 gang tags then. Well, he could have... Yeah, he's 3 gang tags right now. You didn't have enough coins there, dude. I think he wasn't catching up there anyway. I think we were in a really winning position. But you can see the tempo of this deck. It's quite strong. Massive 82 playing some vampires. Potential for another Golden Nekker deck. Let's see what we've got. More likely it's Renfri because she seems to be everywhere after her reversions. Hey, we got Golden Nekker. You love to see it. There's an argument for Curse Scroll, by the way, if you want to find Golden Nekker every time. But I think the tempo to enable the Witch Apprentices is more often better. But the Curse Scroll is a good option. We have to put one of these back for Penitent. Don't think it matters which one.
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
I'm very tempted just to consume that with the Toad. Just to deny bleeding. But I think we should wait a turn. We should probably do this first. Let's try and get our Witch Apprentice online here. Should be online next turn. Then a couple bleeding points. That's pretty nice. We always have access to Penitent and Inlarith off of this, which is important to know.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
Get that Witch Apprentice ticking. I don't think he wants to contest more here. Not without Flutter. And if he has a Flutter, it's pretty late at this point. Oh, never mind. He does have a Flutter. Playing Ice Giant. We probably have to Lord Riptide this Flutter if it goes to 10. If it doesn't go to 10, we're in danger of losing uneven. That's why we don't use this yet. Should leader. But if we take out this one Flutter, I think we're in a pretty decent spot. So it's going to be Renfri Vampires. In this case, we do probably just drop the second Witch Apprentice, even though it doesn't come back later then. If we do that, what's our plan afterwards? Nothing good. Now we gotta pass. Gotta do it. Comes the Renfri carryover. There she is. Hope he doesn't get the double base power. He did. We have no tall punish for that, so we cannot hope the match is leader except, and he got the 4 carryover as well. The perfect situation for him here. That's exactly what he would want. The only thing we can do is we have to Golden Nekker the round he does that. There's nothing else we can do. I think we have to keep our tempo. We don't have Imlerith is the only thing. That's fine. No Imlerith means we put this back, I think, because we're not going to... Actually, a Guara... Yeah, we need a Guara to deal with some of his stuff. Which Apprentice we want? We want this for Golden Nekker stuff. Yeah, here comes the gang. We've got a tempo answer. Our answer is going to be Penitent, because it thins. We have the Toad, so it thins with high tempo. The Goliath is a bit risky. As he wants to all in, he could probably destroy it with a Guerilla and then summon out of his deck. Golden Nekker is game losing if we play it before he leaders. This is making our tome worse, but I want to see if we can lock something else other than the Nekkerat. And I really want to get this going because we need this. We need this we need the engine.
Quick, move those hooves, or both be hanged.
If we don't have engine, we're not going to catch up here. If there's lock, we can Aguara that though. It's a good Aguara. I don't think he'll try and all-in us here. If he has Geralt, he might, because the Geralt will summon out something really big from his deck. Yeah, he's going for it.
Let's get this over with.
Said it was dangerous. So he's got Morvad leader. If he plays a card here, I think we're dead. Okay. He's up a whole bunch here. The bleeding in this cancels out, so we are down effectively 10, because we'll go tick 2 more. So I think the Azrael just does it. So he did commit the Regis gun. So he just has Morvad leader. The problem with Morvad leader is it's 40. And we can't beat a 40, I don't think. So we had to use some of our better cards for the Nekker there. Emer with Pugo's nice. The thing is we don't have bronzes for the tome anymore because we had to use them last round. We get back 1 Siren, that's it. Still have to open with it though, because this draws. Bro, doesn't matter. That's what we'll take. Like this. The Jotun. Just gotta hope our Tull Punish is enough. Drawn to Toad Prince. It's 40 plus he's got 4 passive. It might be 38. I don't remember.
Be not afraid. This'll only have to be. Come to me.
He did use the Geralt, which should be his only Tull Punish. So I think we just take the Bleeding Denial. We're going to have to try to maximize points to try and match the Morvad. All right, Aimlerith, it's time for you to throw your points in too. There might not be a Toad Prince target on his board, which would be quite unfortunate. No, we still discard the Pugo though. I mean, we have a lot of points out. Yeah, so we can't consume here with this. Since this misses the consume, it probably means he gets us with the Morvad leader. But I mean, what are you going to do? If he has Morvad, it's GG. Yeah, GG is 442 with his leader, so. Incredible. Moonbathing. Interesting name. Guerilla Tactics. What are we looking at here? Double copy is not ideal. Let's put one of those back. Nice, we drew our golden Nekker. His hand looks pretty solid, to be honest here. Penitent. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's go with it. Tactical advantage is really for the Siren to give us a setup consume. It's also kind of nice that if they don't do any damage to you, Siren into Egg into Apprentice puts the Apprentice online, which is just kind of nice. If you're going first, that is. You're playing some Handbuff.
Special prize, just for you, love.
I do think we want to play this before we start answering his engines. We have Riptide and we have Iguara, so we can answer one of them, because Riptide will kill this one. So we do Riptide first, potentially lock a second. So we can't Riptide this anymore. Now we do the Iguara. Gotta deny some points if we can. Still want to play the Ice Giant. Could have unlocked the Apprentice, but it wouldn't have Sabbath, so I didn't think it was worth it. Definitely want this out. Now we're to the spot where we have really strong tempo if we want it. We've got Jotun, we've got Penitent. Either one should do it. Penitent's better because it thins. It's a great Toad Prince target. I don't know if I want to, I don't think I want to decree a Toad Prince. I think I want to go Penitent Leader. Yeah, Penitent Leader seems good. That should be enough here. I really hope he passes here, because with this hand, if we draw the bronzes, we have some potential. So Golden Nekker, okay. It's a Siri. We can't give him card advantage from the Siri, so we're going to have to lock it. As unfortunate as that is. We can't let him have that back. Like, just going up a card, going up 2 cards is too much for Handbuff. We're going to pass here. Next turn, pretty much no matter what. The only case that might not happen is if he does something insane like play a Sayana, which he can't because he's playing Golden Nekker. Most likely, at least. You do have to be aware of his own Golden Nekker because it will be really strong. Although a lot of the time I see these decks use Golden Nekker for round 1 tempo. Or like they get some points out with it to like try and match, and then they can, if they don't lose round 1, they can just do their short round 3 thing. He is down by 28 right now. He's down 24 points. He's got 9 on the leader. He's got Golden Nekker potential. Siri. Gonna pass. This is risky because he could go Aglaze, but I think he'll just, yeah, I think he'll just take it uneven. We were up enough there, I thought this would be a good choice. Now, keep in mind, he has a Siri Nova, he's got a Golden Nekker. These are the opposite of the cards we want, to be honest here. Those are more like it, though. Really wanted Imlerith. Our Golden Nekker is probably much stronger than his, but we don't have great setup, right? We Ice Giant brings back, and that's it, right? Like just Ice Giant would summon something. So we want to do is we want to just apply pressure with our other cards, with like Jotun, Riptide, and then kind of pass in like 6 probably. So let's just start off with the Jotun. This does mean he's going to get a Siri Nova out on us to carry over. A Siri Dash. We're not playing Golden Nekker. Fascinating. This is probably the best candidate in the world to kill with this. Like one of them. No card advantage. He just leaves. Okay. Yeah, no card advantage for you. Balthazar 772 playing some probably status Nilfgaard. He's gonna go first. If he goes first and just puts Crystal Skull on something, that'd be annoying, but we do have counterplay if we have Riptide, which we don't, right? Because this can't lock. Oh, wait, what did I say? Did I say we don't have Riptide? No, we do. He's right here, just hiding on the edge of our hand. Nice. So if he goes like Pikeman with Crystal Skull, we'd Riptide it. If he doesn't have Pikeman, and this is instead of Renfri deck, okay. What shenanigans are we playing this time? If I see an Imperial Practitioner, I might be out. I just don't care enough to bother with that nonsense today. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. By interesting, I mean not completely boring. I believe we still take this first one out. We ping this. He probably Crystal Skulls that we Riptide. Oh, Crystal Skull? Yeah, he is. So then we Riptide it. As if we get round control over this nonsense he's doing, we should be fine. Earliest we had a way to banish. To be honest, it's gonna be worth Ozrealing this thing, so we can't use Illusionist on it. Things we don't have the Ozrael, but we will do that if we draw it round 2. It's 100% worth it. It's another one. You know, I respect this. I respect that he's playing the Iron Falcon Infantry. I'm down. Let's go. I thought this would be like a spam only Illusionist deck, but if we're playing like actual bandits, it's pretty fun. Let's see what we got here. We still want to play some bronzes. Let's throw it on the Siren.
You wouldn't want to hurt us.
I want to set that up. Siren into probably, say Harpy Egg. It's almost worth playing something here, but it isn't. We get that Ozrael. Really want to banish the Life Juggler before he can start Illusionisting it. He still has other good Illusionist targets. I guess we probably don't need to. Here it is. So let's think about the opportunity cost here as we examine our hand and determine if this is any good. 2 locks is going to be useful. Toad Prince. Not Toad Prince. Giant Toad's good. Penitent into this. We still have Emelrith in deck. Worth a redraw. What did we play already? The Siren. Put her back for later then. If we consume the Knife Juggler, he gets value on Sirens, right? Because the Siren's going to be good for him. Because Siren can consume more Sirens. Nah, let's just get rid of it. Illusionist Knife Jugglers can do so much damage, we just don't want to deal with it. This is what's nice about Ozrael. He does have a bit of flexibility to him. You consume the opponent's graveyard too. You consume their Madoc, sometimes they quit. It's hilarious.
Keep your distance. Aim for their knobs.
Got a lock on that potentially. I think we'll take it here. Basically what we get to do is play a bunch of golds and then Golden Nekker the bronzes round 3. wonder if this guy's playing Gascon. This seems like the kind of guy who'd be cool and play Gascon. We don't have a Toad. Want to set one up then. Played one of these either, but we'll go this into Toad, which sets up a nice round 3. Oh, he bricked one. Feels bad. Wait, he has a oh, that's right, he can only redraw golds. Set up the Witch Apprentice, set up the Ice Giant. Then we're just looking at going to round 3 with Golden Nekker and very strong Golden Nekker. Man, how come every time we win a game, it's someone leaving early? I guess he knows he's kind of done here, but I want to get some full-length wins in. The only full-length games are going to be losses. Peeboo 90, what do we got here? Some vampires.
If you believe in any gods, pray to them now.
Golden Nekker vampires, it looks like. I think his Necromancer Tome Golden Nekker is stronger than ours. So I'm a little concerned about that. Do want this back in the deck. Nothing we can do about that.
Come to me.
This is gonna be a rough game. Especially this is into Operator. Just Flutter. I think we have to fight for round control pretty hard here. Which means shutting down the Flutter. Shouldn't have a second one. Otherwise you wouldn't decree a first one. I want to keep this more of a surprise for the leader. I think we'd start with this. He's not going to expect the Penitent into Pugo tempo. So if we have a play that's more points than he thinks, we might get like value off of that. Or sure, we're going to play the we're definitely going to play the other one. There was a Toad Prince turn there, potential, but we should still get the Elp, I think. Nah, don't get it. I think I would have held the Elp charge, to be honest. Now we do the Penitent, because we need to get the Witch Apprentice out. Verena does hard counter it. But now we block a Riptide as well, potentially. Yeah, there's his own.
They're surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
Okay, that's really bad for us. Not surprising that it's bad for us. We don't have to win uneven, by the way. But it's getting harder to win in general now. I was afraid he'd do that. We're gonna have to play the Golia and a leader. Let's give us round control, though. I think I'd rather have round control and use our stuff up, to be honest. We're drawing into a potential round 2 push hand right here. So we have that one potential. Discard the Ice Giant. We could then get another Ice Giant. Emerith on Ice Giant because we played the Goliath. That's good. This is looking like a round 2 push hand. It's really looking like it. We just throw the Golden Nekker down. We could be greedy and do the Emerith first. It could mess up our Golden Nekker, but we can only mess up the Tome because we can still have, we draw one of these, we have one of the others. So I think we just play the Emerith on the Ice Giant to start with. So we don't have the Goliath anymore. And he does not have a, he actually does have a good Golden Nekker setup as well with the Tome. But our short round 3 should be better because we're playing the Jotun Azrael stuff. He's gonna go Jotun on us. Listen, this is good. Yeah, we just do it. I'm feeling like doing it.
You wouldn't want to hurt us.
So we actually can do the Ice Giant then because we discarded the one, which is why we did that. We're going to save the order, try and get max value by doing it on this. He might be playing a Verification. Sometimes Gold Nekker decks do. Yeah. See if he doesn't draw into it. So Maxi, Last Wish, Tome. So we're doing the same thing basically. But our advantage is to be our round 3 short round 3 cards we didn't draw yet. The Azrael Jotun should get us to round 3. I imagine. Plus we can go into this next. Nekkerat's pretty good for him. We'll Toad Prince 1, but that's the wrong row, buddy. You got to get that other Nekkerat to your melee row. That was incorrect. Oh no, he's right. It comes with the same row. Why'd I forget this? Yeah, the same row. I always think it's the same row as the Tome. He's right. I'm wrong. Pretty sure this is still what we do here.
When pigs fly, eh?
Got our double Witch Apprentice is out. That's going to be really good. We just have to hope there's no Verena. Verena would just shut us down really hard here. So we really have to hope that's... And there she is. So that's going to give him... We can't 2-0 him now. There's just no way because we can't kill the Verena. The Jotun protects her. And Maxi would as well from the Riptide. So that also shuts down our Consume. We can't consume while we are bleeding because we just lose the Consume points. So let's just eat one of these Nekkerats here. As much as we can't duo him, I wasn't expecting to anyway. What we can probably still do is just pressure him down to 1 card, and then hopefully our round 3 is still stronger than his with his short round. The problem is going to be he's most likely going up a card still now. And he has 3 leader charges, which isn't nothing, but it's not amazing. See Alp coming back, because they have to spread them out. They need time to activate. Here, we're going to play this. This will be quite good, because we'll get the Giant Toad eat 1, we'll get the second one. And I think we'll try to see if he misplays. Because we could consume with the Siren here. It would give us 2 extra points, right? Because we lose 4, they wouldn't come back, we get the guy. If he doesn't reapply the bleeding to the Siren, we could go for a consume next turn on the egg, and then maybe play the Riptide. But if he does go for the proper play and give it bleeding, we'll just pass keeping the Riptide, I think. Should have a pretty strong round 3, right? We've got Jotun, we've got Azrael, we're going to see every card in our deck. So we're going to have our big plays. It's just he'll be up a card. He still says Riptide as well, but he doesn't have a Jotun. And it's unlikely he's playing Tall Punish, because he can't have Spores, which is the normal one you'd play here. Because he can't have the Curse of Corruption. Well, I guess he can have it. It's very unlikely he has it, because it would contrast pretty heavily with him being tall with Jotun and the Flighters going tall, so it's too much of a chance to hit yourself. Ooh, the Oriana's going to catch him a whole lot here. That's... Man, he is going to go up a card. I was hoping we'd get away without going up a card, but that Oriana, worth like 18 points or something. Quite a bit. He will just go up a card here. 17 points. Verena played for like 24 or so as well. But we have Jotun Osrail, so he doesn't have a tall punish. So the good news here is we're just going to draw our perfect hand no matter what, because we see every card in our deck. We get them all on top, of course. And we've got pretty much what we want here. The only thing that'd be really bad is if he has... So he played, what, one Flutter already? Yeah, and he went for it with the Decree. Okay. So we should be good here. We should be good. Actually, he hasn't played Riptide yet, so he's going to have a Lord Riptide. That's just like 10-point card, basically. It's the Operator, 12 points. He still had Operator Flutter. And he was smart and didn't give it the bleeding right away. I guess that's not smart, because we have the luck. In his mind, it was probably smart, because it plays into Riptide if he gives it the extra points. But he's going to lose out on 3 points now, because we were just going to Riptide the other one. He dies. He has his own Riptide, but if he'd used a leader when he played the first Flutter, he would have gotten 3 more points on it before we locked it. That might matter here. But he still has 9 points on his leader. Well, I guess not 9, because the bleedings don't tick fully. So he's at 7 points on it. It's pretty good still. He has a decent amount of points on board. The issue for him is we haven't seen a second Ice Giant. So I don't think we have, at least. I might be misremembering. But his last card's probably just some random bronze that he was wanting to use with the Golden Nekker. And the Necromancer's Tome round. He probably has Riptide as well, though, which is decent. It'll be pretty close. Yeah, no other Ice Giant, so it could be that. There's the Riptide. Only plays for 10. It's pretty good for us. And then we play the Jotun. And what does he need? He needs, what, 9 points? Yeah, 9 points. But it's probably just like the second Ice Giant or maybe second Cyclops are my guesses. And neither of those do it. That'll be a GG. Very close game, though. Yeah, close one. Tom Bombadillo. We've played this guy several times in the past.
Step carefully.
King of the Forest. One card I want to mention here that I normally love playing in these decks is Maxi, because she stacks something to the bottom for the Tome, or for either Tome or Last Wish for the Golden Nekker. So it's one card we're not playing right now that I really do love in these decks, but couldn't quite fit her. As far as our hand, it's looking okay. We do have to keep in mind the Emelorith and the Penitent both want to hit one of Osrail and Pugo, so we have to be a little careful with that, but it should be okay. And we should just be able to play with good tempo. Right, because those are all big things. This comes down with Guerilla, that's 15. It's pretty nice. Downside here is if he's going like full combo, we could be in trouble, because our only engine here is going to be the Witch Apprentice. So we did end up cutting out the Indraga Larvas to run Ice Giants instead, because the Ice Giants give us the big Jotun, fitting the theme of the deck with big cards. There's an Angus.
I shall not fail.
Question is, do we Lord Riptide it in case of the heist? If we don't Lord Riptide it now, there's a potential he gets something bigger out and we can't kill it. We'd have a turn, though. I think the safe play is to Riptide it. I think it's the safe play. Just in case. And if there's no heist, it's probably one of the tallest cards in his deck as well. Now we want to get our bronzes out here, get some bronzes going. We want to make sure we've got those points ready. Get our cards set up for the Necromancer's Tome later. He's got some good transforms here. Each transforms 2 points at the moment. Love to set up one of our giant toads as well for the Penitent. All in all, looking pretty good so far. I like our hand too. We have the Imlerith into the Goliath, we have Decree on Penitent as well, so we can get all that stuff out. So he's going to apply some pressure. So pull the Airlin out, get some tempo going. Now, he shouldn't play too much Tall Punish in this deck normally. Drop our Toad. Try and get a little bit closer to the Witch Apprentice, which will be online next turn. It does plan to any 6 damage thing, which he shouldn't really have, I don't think, outside of maybe a Yavin. Yeah, Yavin could deal with it. Still have to do this, though. We can't beat full traps. Just because if they go all traps here, we don't have that much control, but our long round's pretty gated just to Witch Apprentices. Whereas he'll scale up trappers, he'll scale up all that normal stuff that the elves do. He's going to lock our apprentice. That's not that bad. The bad news here is just the amount of points he's ahead of us from the scenario. He's up 26. That's not impossible to recover from. I do think we'll have to decree the Penitent. The reason I want to decree the Penitent first is just, you know, in case. Just in case he's going to have a... in case we top deck it off of the Imlerith draw. Well, Pugo for some points. Imlerith into Goliath still gets us ahead if he passes. It also enables an Azrael. And we're setting up these big plays. So we've got a 15-point play there. We've got a 13-point Azrael because we'll have discarded the Goliath. And then we have 15-point Ice Giant. So we have a lot of big tempo plays. We just don't have engine value. If he has something like Vernociel, Isengrim, he'll be able to pull ahead. But usually that means they're not playing full traps, in which case we'd probably be okay. It's full traps we're scared of. Eventually we are going to make a trap deck this season. Well, elf trap deck. Not sure if it'll just be elves with a couple traps. Okay, there we go. Ready for this, guys? We're gonna out tempo with the Imlerith. Let's drop him down here. Get that draw. And we discard. There we go. Imlerith pulls us ahead. Nice job there. It's a lot of points. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is we are pretty vulnerable to serpent traps. And we do need that golden Nekker still. I actually don't want this Toad because we don't have that many Death Wishes. And none of them are in hand. So we didn't draw golden Nekker yet. That is quite unfortunate. Not drawing it is really bad. The fact that we don't have it is what, a 5 out of 8 we see at round 3. We see Last Wish it can play golden Nekker as well. Probably end up banishing Necromancer's Tome if that happens. That's just how our luck is. This means we might want to do a bit harder push. There's no guarantee we get it. That being said, we don't want to overcommit here and then have nothing left round 3. Let's do Ice Giant. I don't want to play Jotun just first because of Serpent Trap. We aren't going to play a special though, so should be good here. Okay. Protected from the Serpent Trap, we can go into the Witch Apprentice. Normally we'd want to keep it, but I think we're aiming for a short round 3. We'll bring back like Ice Giants instead of Witch Apprentices from the Tome, so I think we'd play this Apprentice here just to apply more pressure. Because we have really good pressure here. It's big tempo play. Tempo play removing one of his guys for his numbers and 2 locks, which probably won't accomplish too much. And we are carrying over a Toad still. A Siren draw would have been quite nice. That's a really nice Toad Prince target. Didn't flip. Yep, that's what it is. It's not too bad he triggers it in this round. Since it's the second round, it's only 1 on each unit. Getting 2 on each unit is obviously double. It's much better. I don't think I have to explain that, but it is much better. You consume one of those with Toad Prince now. We can't consume them at 5, but at 4 we can just throw this down, eat one of these. Pretty happy. And then these will get us to the... Well, this one will get us... We'll probably play an elf here and ping us again, but this will most likely get us to the Sabbath again. Now it won't. That is unfortunate. So we just have to kind of give up on the apprentice here. Unless we can Sabbath the ranged with the Azrael. Might not be the worst idea, to be honest. I think we'll do this lock first. Question is, do we lock ourselves to deny the pings? We'll lock him. There is an argument for locking ourselves, because if we lock ourselves, it means that the Azrael's more likely to get us to the Sabbath. He gets 13, plus 12 is 15, so he plays an elf, would get pinged out of Sabbath range. But at this point, I don't think I'm too worried about it. Might even just keep the Azrael. Depends how much he commits. And so since we've already used the Penitent, and we have a Toad, we might, and we have the, yeah, we have the Toad. We might just consider using this last leader charge on the Toad Prince. We'll see. I don't really want to do that, but it is an option. I think it would have been correct there to lock the Toad Prince, by the way. I'm thinking about it more. Guess not. Let's drop the Azrael. Where's our Pugo? Gets us up there. We're looking at 21. Apply some tempo pressure. Because this stops once we pass. So he gets less turns of that than normal, because we're going to play our Aguara and just be passed at that point. Yep, just activate the deception. I don't know if he wanted to do that, but he did flip it immediately. This locks now, and we get the Witch Apprentice online. So that does require him to get out quite a bit more points. Isengrim will probably do it, though. We'll do it. But he can't have a really long trap round now, which is good. And if we do draw our Golden Nekker, we should be okay. But like I said, though, it's only 5 out of 8. There's an argument to keep the tome, because if we... Normally there would be an argument, I should say, but these aren't things we have copies of in our graveyard. I don't think we need the Giant Toad. Yeah, no Golden Nekker. It is what it is. Happens a lot to us. And now we're going to play Last Wish. We're going to hit Golden Nekker and Tome and banish it. That's what's probably going to happen. It's a shame. We were set up so well from the round 1 to round 2. I want to see if that's Serpent. This is really good. Guys, what did I tell you was going to happen? What did I tell you would happen? By the way, the Tome would have been a better choice here, but I don't care anymore. I guess the Tome would give us a second Ice Giant, as opposed to this, because it's a random thing. But guys, what did I tell you would happen? Told you, we know our luck. We've lost, by the way, at this point. This is GG. We don't have a chance against this. He's just gonna Vernaciel us. We've lost all of our tempo. There she is. Well, guys, I thought this was a pretty good explanation of how the deck works. It's just, we bricked our round 3 draws. It is what it is. So that's the deck, guys. Tall Golden Nekker. I really had a blast with this one. Really enjoyed playing this stuff like Emelrith, like Penitent, Goliath. The cards that normally don't go in these type of decks. And they actually worked out pretty well, in my opinion. I'm glad we did it. Had a lot of fun with it. It's not as consistent as the regular Golden Nekker deck, right? Roach Knickers are more consistent because they're always going to thin you round 1 pretty much. And we don't have that. But the 2 locks are pretty good control. The only thing I would say here is I'd love a Maxi in here. Maybe we could go minus to Regere and then put in Maxi. We're down to Provision, though. It's kind of hard to fit everything around here because with the Goliath and the Pugo, we can't really run other 7s. So the Penitent has to pull them out because of that. So that's a little bit annoying. I'd love to fit a Maxi in here. Like maybe a Maxi and a Cyclops could be fit somehow. I really love the Maxi, though, especially considering we're running Emelrith and Penitent. I would like Maxi even more normal. I normally love Maxi in these decks because she bottom stacks either something for your Necromancer's Tome, the Tome itself, or the Last Wish, which is fantastic. And it lets you reorganize everything else to get your Golden Nekker, which I think she would fit perfectly in here. I'm not sure exactly what we changed to fit her in here, but overall, I had a lot of fun with the deck. That's the only thing I really want to change is try and fit her, but it was really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a ton of fun with it, and yeah, that will be it here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun trying out these new cards, and hopefully we get more exciting changes like this in future Balance Councils, because this was really fun. We'll see you next time.